Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Before I start the readings, I want to let you know that I do have some new online courses available on how to read oracle cards and crystals and spirituality, so click on the link below to check them out. Hi Libra, Sloan Rhodes here with your love and romance reading for the months of May, June, and July 2018. So Libra, I'm going to go back to the format I did in 2017, since this is my first love reading for 2018, because I did take a little break. I'm going to be doing a love reading for 3 months, and then in the interim, in the months in between, I will be doing a shorter love reading. So you can look forward to another love reading in June that'll be shorter. It'll be a reading based on what you should do, not do, and what you can look forward to regardless. And then another 3-month reading starting in August, September, October, and then I'll do another one for November, December, with short ones in between. So if you get confused, just look back to the format for 2017. Okay, so Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, May, June, and July 2018. I'm going to get 1 card from the Chakra Reading deck as the overarching theme, 3 cards from the Witch's Tarot, and then I'll be looking at your physical and sexual intimacy, Libra, with the Sensual Wicca Tarot cards. Let's go ahead and get started. Libra, beautiful air sign. Okay. Divine Wisdom, beautiful energy. More clarity under the deck. And the clarity under the deck. What a beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so let me get additional cards. Well, I love this card for you. It's so golden, you know, and I always associate Libra with more of a silver energy for some reason. It's so refined, and that golden energy just feels so enlivening for you. You know, you're so, you know, you're ruled by Venus, and you're always guided by what the beauty of fairness and equality and that divine wisdom coming in to help you ground it in a way that you can take action upon it. Let's see what the cards say for Libra. There we go. Page of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. There you are in the upright. Could be you or another air sign or someone with whom you have a kinship in terms of your mental connection. You also have the Page of Wands under the deck. It's like invitations to social events. Okay, let's take a peek. We have Divine Wisdom as the overarching theme. You really gathering up information. Gathering up information not just in terms of your ability to read books and take in information in that way, but opening up more and more to help from divine guidance, divine energy, angels, spirit guides. And then because you are opening more to that, you're becoming more in balance and you are able to take action upon it. With your beautiful Libra way. We see this, even though I didn't do a past, present, future spread, it kind of lays out like that naturally, but when we see this be more the future position, and look how you are facing more and more into the future, sitting in your power. It is a queen, it doesn't matter, it could be male or female. And it could also be another air sign showing up, someone that you really connect to mentally. It would be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Okay, so we have this Page of Pentacles. I kind of feel like with the Page of Pentacles here and the 10 of Pentacles, you may have been putting your energy in love in ways that have been burning you out. It kind of feels to me like you've been doing what feels right and true, what you're meant to do, what you are obliged to do, what people do in order to have a what we all think of as a happy family life or happy connections. But for whatever reason, it's feeling too heavy for you. Too much obligation and too little return has how it feels to me. And it also may be that not only have you been putting out a lot of energy and effort, your also maybe your financial resources have been being have been diminishing as well. And maybe you've been doing a lot in terms, maybe you've been with this Page of Wands and under the deck here, maybe you've been doing a lot, getting out and doing a lot, because that's what people do in love. You're supposed to go out and party, or you're supposed to go out and go to clubs, or you're supposed to, what you're supposed to do. And now it feels like during this particular time frame, Libra, you are opening up to more guidance, so that when you do go out, you're not going out in a way that you feel obligated to go out because that's what people do. You're going out because it feels right and true for you. You're going out because you are being guided there. It's more graceful. That's the word I was looking for you, Libra. You're such a graceful sign. Refined, the refinement of that. And as you go through this time period, I feel like you are kind of you're being guided and glided there more and more. The more, though, of course, you have to do your own work, Libra, the more that you are able to open up and receive divine guidance, divine wisdom, as opposed to trying to make things happen in more that divine masculine energy. It got kind of out of balance, kind of, like I mentioned, kind of heavy for you. That's how it's coming in very, very strongly in this way. And you're gaining greater clarity here. Again, this is under the deck. So this is either something that you've been working on and it's developing more and more, or it's something that you have been bringing into conscious awareness, and that you will continue to bring into conscious awareness more as we go forward. But I feel like in some ways you may feel a little frustrated, either during this time frame in the beginning or coming into this time frame. There's a sense of frustration, like you've been wading your way through mud. And what it feels like to me. Maybe there's family obligations, even if you're single. Maybe you've been having to deal with family a lot, or just you've been working hard to have the things that you're supposed to have in order to be worthy of love. Whatever those obligations and expectations, it just feels really heavy, and it's been out of balance with who you know yourself to be, and you are allowing in more divine light, more divine wisdom here. I just love to see this in this kind of more future position. It really feels like she's just being glided there. And you are leaving, I'll show you again, Libra, kind of leaving that sort of heaviness, all those pentacles energy in the reverse behind you. It's like she's been trying to pull all this. I say she because it's a queen, but it could, of course, be a male. And it's just heavy. And during this time frame, you kind of cut it loose. The more work you do on self, of course. We never cut family loose completely. We're always, connected to our family in one way or another. It doesn't have to be family, but it's just the Ten of Pentacles is, that sort of penultimate family legacy card here, but it's in the reverse. All right, let me get some. I'm going to get two cards on the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost like what you thought you were going to get out of something didn't happen. You thought the return would be greater, but in truth, it just ended up taking more energy out of you than you thought it would. That's okay. We have these experiences to help us grow. This is Page of Pentacles about Ten of Pentacles. I will say that for some of you who have children, even young adult children, it could be that there is an earth sign here, and you have some sort of family obligation to them, and they are draining your resources. Would be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Oh, okay. That flipped up. Four of Pentacles. I'll keep it. like I mentioned, kind of this idea of stagnation, like just frustration, like things are so heavy and not really moving, even though you were doing everything right, right? What others expected of you, what people do. The problem is whenever we do that, where we do what we're supposed to do, or what we think we are supposed to do, because that's what people do in order to get something, is that we tend to go move away from our divine self, move away from our guides and angels, what they're trying to help us get, because we're not listening, And I think that may have occurred a little bit here for you, Libra. But you are moving more and more into your power here. You're being guided here much more. You can almost imagine it like when you are open to your guides and angels to help you, when you're more open to spirit, however you want to define it, being just more open and allowing, instead of trying to make things happen so much and feeling obligated. What happens is it feels almost like you go on an escalator, and your guides and angels have you by the elbows, and they're kind of guiding you. It's very graceful, very, very easy, and that's what it feels like you're going more and more into throughout this time period. But you have to allow yourself, time to be open and create moments where you're not just constantly doing for others and doing in order to get something, but you allow yourself time, space to hear the message of spirit, to hear the divine wisdom. And then you can take action upon it when you feel guided. You're taking action not to get through something, you're taking action with the support of the universe, so to speak. Okay, so this Four of Pentacles is about, the Two of Pentacles here, the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's about that Four of Pentacles, this heavier energy, hanging on, doing what's right, stagnation. And it's kind of feeling for me like it's what's been going on, and it's going to continue for a little bit, but not forever here. Remember, you're gaining greater clarity as well. But what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So how is this likely to affect Libra during this time frame? Okay, here we go. The Sun in reverse. Okay, so the Sun in reverse is still great energy. It is more of that divine masculine energy here. As I mentioned, this taking action kind of energy. But again, divine masculine, when you're feeling guided, when you're open, in balance with the divine feminine. Libra's all about that the scales, the beauty of balance. And, the divine masculine in conjunction with the divine feminine, that we hold both these energies within, no matter how you identify your gender. And the divine masculine, when it takes action, when it's doing so, when it's in balance with the divine feminine, it's incredibly expansive energy. And so I think you're working to create more balance around that, but you have to be open to the divine wisdom so you can take action. The Sun energy. Now, I will say with the Sun energy here in the reverse, it could be that there are children involved. I will say that because you have this Page of Pentacles. In general, it's still beautiful energy, moving forward energy, but it can be the return. So watch, I always think of the solar return with the Sun in reverse. So watch moments where you feel, during this time frame, where you feel like you are going back to old patterns, or you feel, even if you're dating people, different person, and you look at them like you're a different person, but dang, I recognize that same pattern, the same type of person that I have been connecting with, where I give forth a lot and I don't get a lot back. Think of that Page of Pentacles. So just be aware of that. But again, it's falling out kind of like midway through this reading, these 3 months. It begins to shift more for you. So, but it'll happen faster or slower based on your own circumstances and awareness and all of this. And And we also have the Four of Cups under the deck. So there is a little bit of apathy, a little bit of like, I don't know, it's okay, because it goes back with that energy of feeling obligated, and it's like, I'm obligated, but do I really have the passion to date, or the passion to do this, or the passion for my obligations and expectations, or family obligations, even with children and things like that, work obligations, money obligations. Remember, you're opening up more to divine wisdom, and you're more in your power because you are in balance and you're being guided here. So I know it doesn't sound necessarily like love, but this is kind of where the Libra people are in terms of the guidance I'm receiving. Of course, always trust your own heart above and beyond anything I say or anyone else. But this is how it's coming in for me, for you, Libra. All right, let's look at your physical and sexual intimacy. I mean, there may be a Leo individual involved. I'll say that, with that sun energy and that golden divine wisdom. I mean, we all have obligations and expectations that we have upon us, either that we put there or that, family or society or whatever puts upon us. But for you, you're just becoming lighter. This is how it feels for me. You're trusting more. You're opening up more. It takes time sometimes, You don't want to rush it, but things are shifting for you. So that you will feel lighter. Even if you're in a happy union, still, that heaviness is something that you're working with here. Okay, so around your physical and sexual intimacy, let's get some cards. Yeah. We have the clarity and we have determination under the deck. And I feel like, you're getting more clarity and you've been determined, with that heavy energy, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. But these are both sevens. This is 16, 1 plus 6 equals 7. This is 25, 2 plus 5 equals 7. So again, that goes back to this idea of frustration, things being slow moving, the heaviness there. It's falling away from you, so you're gonna feel lighter. So I know that will be a relief for you. In some ways, it's like you're cutting ties with the past. And I don't know what that means for you, but that's how it keeps coming in. In fact, even if I've laid this out, it's like all of this is so separate from you as you move forward. Doesn't mean that you don't still, if you're in partnership, that you don't still take your partner with you, but I think it means that you just leave this heavier energy behind as you open more and more to trusting yourself, trusting the intuition, trusting to intuition, and trusting what you feel and know inside. For some of you too, having lavender around will be really healing and calming for you during this time period. Okay, so we have the Maiden of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, yay, we have the Two of Swords, and then we have the Three of Swords, which is some definite feelings of heartache, either that you're going into if you are connecting with someone physically, sexually, or it could be something that was in the past that you're still kind of working on during this time frame. All this swords energy, this mental energy here in the bedroom. All right, so we have the Maiden of Swords. It looks like there may be an opportunity to have a really nice conversation with someone. in the area of your physical and sexual intimacy. And it could lead very nicely or be just a part of the Nine of Cups energy, which is, your dreams coming true here. It's really, really nice. It's still, with the Two of Swords here, that there's still not a lot of forward momentum, but it looks like your physical and sexual needs, what I like about this for you, because you are an air sign, you're very smart, very elegant in your thinking. And with that Maiden of Swords, the conversation is a turn-on for you, and you're getting to know one another, and someone's trying to get to know you, and again, it can lead to a nice opportunity here in the bedroom. I don't know if you would make any decisions necessarily if you're single about this, but I think you'd be up for it. Maybe because you're still kind of protecting your heart a little bit because of this. Maybe it's not all it's meant to be, but it's certainly enjoyable here. There's an opportunity that may present itself. But it may, if you're coupled, don't necessarily look to it to change everything, but it looks like there would be a nice opportunity for the two of you to connect in your couple. But it may not, again, solve any issues you've been having, but it's kind of like a little timeout energy, and it's on the way to mending anything that's been going on for you if you've been in that place with your partner. All right, let me get some additional cards. I think I'm going to just get one card from the numerology deck in the area of physical and sexual intimacy, and then I'm going to close out your reading, Libra. Even if you're coupled, the next 3 months are very much about you and your journey. I feel like you're going to pull away a little bit from your family, friends, this kind of thing, so that you can be more and more who you want to be, who you know yourself to be. You have a lot of gifts to share, and I think during this time frame you may be focused more on that than the actual love partnership. I don't know, this is how it's coming in. There may be some issue from the past too that's affecting this situation, your love life during this time. Something that your mind has been going back to, that you're still working through. Creativity. Oh, beautiful. Again, more of that solar energy. We have that beautiful golden. We have the sun. All that bright yellow energy. It's very inspiring for you. Very related to your solar plexus chakra. You're wanting to, again, it goes back for me like you're more solitary this month. Not so much like the hermit energy, but just that it's more about you and your journey, your path. This is your focus. You're wanting to project more of who you are in the world, separate from family obligations, this kind of thing. And you're doing that by your openness to receiving information that is not maybe typically cerebral or intellectual. You're opening more to divine guidance. And it may be that you are very creative, but with that solar plexus energy, with all this yellow, you're wanting to create a new path for yourself during this time period. You have a vision, and you're working to create and manifest that vision in your life. And in some ways, it's a solitary journey, even if you're connected to others. It's just about you during this time period. I don't know how else to put it, Libra. Okay, I hope you find that helpful. I wish you much love, as always, and I will see you either at your private appointment for Reiki or a tarot reading, or I will see you over on the podcast. I do have all readings up on the podcast. There'll be links below so you can listen to it while you're driving around or whatever. Or I'll see you over on the online courses, and I wish you much love as always. Or I'll see you on the life purpose readings, which are also available now.